Hello and welcome to the Tuesday edition of the Daily Wire, powered as always by Ladbrokes. I'm Roger Aldridge and this is your mid-afternoon snack of sport. We are going to start with racing, and Chris Waller says all is well with WINX despite pulling the mighty mare out of next week's Emirates Stakes at Flemington. But while we might have to wait a little while to see her on the track again, there is plenty of racing on WINX's 2017 agenda.
She'll be racing in February, and that'll see her race through till April, and then hopefully we can plan another Cox Plate raid next year.
AFL and Brett Deledio says a loss of motivation and love of the game was the reason for his exit from Richmond after 12 seasons. The Tiger joined Greater Western Sydney as a last day deal of trade week.
Well, they're a great outcome for me in the end to be playing for the Giants now, and something that I'm really looking forward to.
Last season's cellar dwellers, the Sydney Kings, are back atop of the NBL table after a 17-point drubbing of the Illawarra Hawks. 8 points clear at half-time, the Kings produced a stunning 31-6 run in a dominant third period.
It's Lish for three again. Well, the former Hawk is haunting his former team tonight.
Lish finished with 19 points, 8 rebounds and 6 steals, but teammate Brad Newley with 20 points, 6 rebounds and 4 steals was named the Ladbrokes Player of the Match. NFL and Miami Dolphins running back Arian Foster has announced his retirement from the game effective immediately, citing ongoing injury issues. Meanwhile, his former team, the Houston Texans, dropped their third game of the season today, losing to Denver in what was a nightmare return to Colorado for quarterback Brock Osweiler.
Four-man rush, and the ball slips out of his hand. No whistle yet. And there's a flag down.
If the 27-9 loss wasn't bad enough for the Texans, no doubt they are certainly questioning the 4-year, $72 million contract they gave to Osweiler in the off-season. Surfing and South African Jordy Smith nailed a perfect 10 to move into the semi-finals of the Rip Curl Pro in Portugal and remain in the hunt for the world title.
It packs it nice and deep. He's running for the exit. It spits him out. Jordy Smith doing the impossible.
Smith needs to win in Portugal to have any hope of overtaking Hawaiian John Florence in the final 2 events of the season. Florence will contest the opposing semi, and a win for him overall here will see him crowned world champion. Pakistan is within reach of an unassailable 2-0 lead over the West Indies in their 3-match test series after another dominant display with bat and ball. The Windies are 4 down and still 256 runs in arrears heading into the final day of play in Abu Dhabi, which would be the most unlikely of victories. Let's finish on the bazaar, which today is a mid-match haircut.
You might be next in line here, but I can think of 2 reasons. One, she's feeling heavy on the court and taking a bit of weight off, or potentially it's just really at an awkward length where it's clearly disturbing her. In the third set. Now that is a different one, and enough to end us on today's edition of the Daily Wire. I'll be back tomorrow from 5 p.m. Eastern. I look forward to you plugging in then.